It's currently 9:36 p.m. In the near future, I'm going to resume work on connecting these two ends by drawing more small circles to represent the dimples on this green Titleist golf ball polystyrene drawing project. Though I might end up doing that tomorrow, as I currently have plans to edit and upload the June 10 my dinner video. Or the one intended for the day of the Grease Gauntlet. Out of the photos Mom took of the event, primarily, and a few other things that day, I picked a total of 19 photos to be featured for the photo part of the My Dinner video. Where usually I have 3 or 4 photos for the photo part. 5 max usually. So it made for a pretty special occasion. I added in pictures of polystyrene drawings that I've done in the past to block out the front of people's faces. And currently all I really need to do is go over the raw video clips to see if there's any text I would like to add for anything I might have forgotten. There's already one point in which I feel that I should add text. I just need to determine where I would have a best chance to add that text in. I recall getting up today somewhere between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. And around 7:45 a.m., I had 2 peanut butter and jelly bagel sandwiches, and a banana with a glass of milk. At Dad's place, for breakfast. Around that time, I also did my rapid pass. Remembering not to forget to do so, like I did last time I donated. I recall us leaving for the American Red Cross Center, donation center we usually go to, around 8:30 in the morning. And getting there around 8:45 in the morning. Or about 15 minutes before the start of my appointment at 9 in the morning. And even though Dad's appointment was 2 hours later, set for 2 hours later, we were able to donate whole blood at the same time. In fact, Dad ended up beating me to the finish of the whole blood donation by about 30 to 60 seconds. But what matters is that we both helped to save lives by donating blood today. It was nice to make some conversation both with staff and with my dad, who was placed pretty close to me. It was also nice having snacks both at the recovery area and taking some for the road. I recall having a couple of snacks as well as about half of the vanilla Frosty-ccino that I brought over from Mom's place to Dad's place around 10:15 in the morning. So I believe we were done around 10 in the morning with the whole donation process. I recall in the mid-afternoon, Dad's parents came over. Grandma gave us a sleeve of crackers and a bit of meatloaf within I believe, a Cool Whip container. And while Dad and his mom checked the outside of the house for some future work Dad's going to do on the house, I made conversation with Dad's dad in the living room while we watched the PGA Canadian Open, if I recall correctly. Though I only watched that golf because it happened to be playing on the TV and I wanted to spend some time with Dad's dad. I'm not really into golf much. Then somewhere between 4 and 5 p.m., I helped Dad return some glass bottle container deposits. And then we did some grocery shopping at one of our local Wegmans. If I recall, part of the few groceries we got were what I just had for dinner. Though I don't recall we didn't get a new gallon of milk. I don't recall us getting a new bottle of Ghost Island. Though we did get that chicken and that chorizo sausage. From the late morning to the early evening hours, about 5 p.m. at the latest, I gradually took off the bandages I was given, following first the hemoglobin test and then the blood donation itself. First, the band-aid that was wrapped around this middle finger, then the red stuff around the band-aid that was put on here, and then the band-aid itself, which I took off around 5:15 p.m. Though initially I felt I may have taken it off a bit too early, and so I put it back on, but then shortly afterwards, I just took it off again and threw it away. And ultimately, I'm doing fine right now.